Hello everyone. Today I just wanted to show you my brushes and kind of do some mini reviews and show you how I use them. I don't have room in my makeup drawer for my brushes. I have too much makeup, so I keep them in my cute little giraffe mug. Giraffes are my favorite animals. And I have a lot of MAC brushes, but I use a lot of other brushes too. So the first one I'm going to show you, and I'm just kind of picking these at random, is I guess this one is a Coastal Scents brush. I use this for contouring and highlighting when I use powders, and it's just the angle blush brush, and it's an Italian badger brush. I find that it's extremely soft. It didn't shed much at all, and it's perfect for contouring your face, highlighting your face. This is one of my favorites that I use almost every single day. All right, the next one that I'm going to show you is the MAC 187. This is a very popular brush. It's dual fiber brush, skunk brush. The black is a natural hair, and then the white hair is synthetic. You see a lot of people use this to apply their liquid foundation, stippling, supposed to give you an airbrush effect. I often use this with Fix Plus spray, and I also, I don't know if you watch my videos often, but I have a uh, dupe video for this one, so I don't know if you want to check that out. The next one I have is, alright, this isn't really a brush, but I thought I should include this. This is my Tweezerman tweezers. Tweezerman makes the best tweezers in the whole universe. I've had this one for like 3 years, and they're still extremely sharp. Very good for grooming your eyebrows. Very good. I also have a lot of Coastal Scents brushes. Uh, this is what I use for my gel liner. It's just the Coastal Scents angled liner brush, and it's just the perfect size and shape for lining your eyes. I love their gel liners. I use this with their gel liners like all the time. Now this is the Amazing Cosmetics Velvet Mineral Brush. I've already kind of reviewed this one, and it comes with, I don't know, a brush guard, but it's not a brush guard, it's something else. And I find this is the perfect brush for me for applying a mineral foundation or powder foundation. I use this with my Smashbox Halo powder foundation all the time. Bristles are very soft, they're a natural hair, and this is one of the brushes that I could not live without. I use this almost every single day when I use powder foundation, especially since it's coming into summertime. I can see myself using a lot of minerals. All right, this is a new one, and it's the MAC 190, and this is the best foundation brush there is. I mean, there are a lot of other good ones, but synthetic hair, it's just very professional looking and great for, probably not good for applying a liquid foundation type, but if you're doing like a mousse or something and you want to apply it with this and then blend it out with a damp sponge, it's very good. So I've been experimenting with this lately. Maybe it'll show up in a tutorial, who knows. Um, this is the MAC 109. It's a blush brush. This is not my favorite blush brush. You can also use this for contouring or highlighting as well, so you could do it like this. But I find for me it's easier for a blush brush to have one the size of my cheeks. This one, it's just like you kind of have to know what you're doing. You have to be able to know kind of how to drag it up. But it is, very popular, good blush brush. I use it if I don't know, if I'm using like two different blushes and I want to just have one on the apples of my cheeks and then one kind of in the hollows, I'll use this. But my favorite blush brush that I use all the time is this ecotools blush brush. It's the perfect shape and size for my cheek, so it just fits on. It takes the guesswork out. So especially if you're not extremely experienced with makeup, it's a good one. It's so cheap. It's like $7 or $8 or something, and you can buy this at your local drugstore. And it's got a bamboo handle, recycled aluminum, uh, and then it's synthetic, cruelty-free hair. But it's for a lot of time, synthetic can be less soft. But their ecotools brushes are incredibly soft. This is my favorite brush. I'm probably gonna say that about every single one, but get used to it. And then following along is the ecotools powder brush. And I use this, it's way too soft to apply a powder foundation, but it's perfect for, let's say I'm using a tinted moisturizer or some sort of a liquid, or even just over a powder foundation to apply some mineral veil. I love the Coastal Scents mineral veil, but it's perfect for a light dusting of powder. And then I have the Coastal Scents. It doesn't have any kind of identification on it, but it's just the Coastal Scents concealer brush. Great for if you're using a mineral concealer, fits on the eyes well. I'll just use it to get a spot better, or even if, to apply powder underneath liquid concealer under my eyes. It's a good one. There are a lot of good ones. There are a lot of brushes very similar to this, so a lot of them are good. The Coastal Scents brushes are a pretty good bet. They have a lot of really affordable ones at good quality. All right, I gotta move on to more eye brushes. I've been doing all my face ones first. Um, this is the MAC 252. I don't know if you can tell, but all of my brushes over the labels, I've applied just a thin coat of clear nail polish, and that protects because the numbers and the label are just, they're painted on. So by the clear nail polish, you can barely see it, but it makes sure they don't fade so you don't forget what brush it is, helps keep them looking more pristine. And the 252 is what I always use for packing on my lid color. It's extremely good for getting a lot of color packed onto your lid. So I don't know, I really like this brush. And then this one, the 217 is the, oh, I'm saying this about every single brush. All right, so, my ecotools brush, couldn't live with that one for blush. This is the one eye brush that every single person should have. A lot of different eye brushes, a lot of different companies make really good dupes for it, for different brushes. But this is the one, if you have one MAC brush, this is the one you need. It's the perfect shape. You can pack color onto your lid, but this shape, can you see it, is perfect for applying to your crease. Outer third, blend into your crease. And this is the best just eyeshadow brush. If you have one brush, one eyeshadow brush, this is it. Lid, you can do crease, you can do highlight. I guess you would have trouble doing it on the lower lash line, but this is must have. Other must have for me, the Amazing Cosmetics brush, couldn't live without it. All right, this is a Coastal Scents one. I don't know what this is called, but it's just a flat shader brush, and it's extremely dense. I often use this for highlighting, but also it could pack on color under your lid well, and then it's actually says you can't see it very well. It has a very fine tip at the end. You could actually probably use it to line your lower lash line if you were very careful. Not the most ideal use, but it would work. Right, MAC 224. If you have a larger eye, this would be a very good crease brush. My eyes are very small. I have a very large brow bone, but my lids are actually very small. So this is not ideal for me to use my crease on most days. It's very loose and very soft, very flimsy. So it would be good. I use it to, use powder to set my concealer. A very light highlight would be good. I don't know. I use this. I use this one a lot. Or if I want to put in my crease just a little bit of color, like I've got, just I want to put a little bit, I could just gently, windshield wiper motions, use this brush. All right. Another can't live without, this is the only Bobbi Brown brush I have, and I swapped for it on Makeup Alley, and it's just their concealer brush, and it has the perfect shape, I don't know if you can see that, for concealing under eye areas. Fits right perfectly. And this is my favorite for concealer brush. All right. I've got to stop here because I'm about to go over 10 minutes, but there'll be a part two.